Hello. Uh, Today we'll be discussing the factors which are required in uplink and downlink budgets. So the most common factors used in uplink budget is uh, the antenna gain, SHU gain, soft handover gain, then the different margins, the losses. So we calculate all these factors to get the uplink budget. If we want to discuss more specifically, I would say the UE transmit power in the uplink. Then we're having the UE antenna gain. We are having node B antenna gain and soft handover gain also. In the loss side, we do have slow fading margin, we are having fast fading margin, we are having interference margin, we are having body loss, we are having cable loss, and we are also having the penetration loss. Then after taking all these gains and losses into calculation, we calculate the maximum path loss. Then finally we are having the node B receiver sensitivity or the reception sensitivity. So this is how we calculate all the factors in uplink budget. In the downlink part, only it is calculated from the node B side. So how it is calculated, like antenna gain, soft handover gain, the margins and the losses. So if we'll say more specifically, the gains are like node B transmit power. Like in uplink budget, we are having UE transmit power, we are having node B transmit power, we are having node B antenna gain, we are having a UE antenna gain also, and soft handover gain, SHO gain. In the losses side, same, we are having slow fading margin, fast fading margin, interference margin, body loss, cable loss, and penetration loss also. Then we calculate the maximum path loss, followed by the UE receiver sensitivity or the UE reception sensitivity. So these are the factors calculated during the link budget of uplink and downlink. In the next session, we'll be having a detailed discussion about all these factors and the values, and how exactly the uplink and downlink budget is calculated, and what is the path loss values in uplink and downlink, and the cell radius calculation also. Thanks for watching. Thank you.